Hey, I wanted to do a quick video before I pull out the other stuff that I've got from today, which is Monday. Probably Tuesday by now. I don't know what time it is. But there's some random little things here. There's that other scale I was talking about. Uh, I can get the replacement weights for it. I believe it's a salesman sample. We have some native dolls. Got some cool lunch boxes. It's like kind of like a quick history of them. That one's from the 20s. This green one back here is from the 40s. And that streamlined looking aluminum one is from the 50s. So this was the same person's lunch boxes all throughout the years. I got this little cast iron. I believe it's a mirror stand with the seahorse on it. I got 6 pounds of Cook's dance floor wax, and what I realized when I read it is said for the wartime duration they wouldn't be making it in metal canisters anymore. So that puts it around the 40s, of course, which is really cool. It's really nice, bright advertisement. It's missing the lid, but it wasn't metal. It was like craft paper kind of material, but that was long gone. I got I've never seen one like this before. It's a double horn. It's missing a little plunger on it that you squeeze. The bulb, I guess you'd call it. Kind of sounds funny. I got part of an old kid's toy. It was a native drum, but it was never assembled. I don't have the skins for the top, but I'm going to find those and put that on there. A really nice, some local pieces right here. This is from Fresno, East Fresno Ice Company. Ice pick, combination ice pick and bottle opener. And this is just a plain old ice pick. Well, not a plain old one. This is from Tasteless Distilled Water and Ice Company. Monrovia Ice Company. I read it backwards. Kind of tired. I have a beheaded native doll, which I'm going to put her back together. I have some corn husk dolls. That one's a bit older. This one, I don't know how old that is. They put googly eyes on it. I don't know who did that, if it came on it or not. Little sand painting. Another horn. Little cork there. There's a papoose. This is a really old 1800s to early 1900s hair ribbon, but that's a native also. I'm thinking because of this other stuff, it's mostly Navajo or something from Arizona. This I bought. It was missing some stones in it, but it's pretty cool, and it's pewter, and I'm going to look it up, see if there's anything, if it's worth anything. If not, I'm going to take off the rest of the pewter, rest of the stones here. I believe that's fake, and melt down the pewter into an ingot. I can use that for something later on. I got this really nice choker with horsehair on it, and this is an older one, or somebody could have made it maybe in the 50s or 60s or earlier. Leather, but these are all nice old glass beads. Those are either pewter or some type of metal. I have to look those up. Just pardon my hand. That's the centerpiece that went to it. It kind of came off, but that stuff is pretty desirable right now here with the herringbone. I don't know what you call those. The pipe stem type of beads here. They're long bone. They look to be they're bone, and they were hand turned, which makes it pretty cool. This is a local piece from Fresno. I don't know if you could see it on here, but check this out. It glows. If the light was out, you can see it on the corner, how it glows. See under my hand. It's a custard glass, and I don't know if it's a mineral. I don't know. It looks better in person. It's a mineral in it, or it could be uranium mixed in. Then I have this great. I gotta get that away from the edge of the table. This is a red clay, and if I'm not mistaken, I've been reading up on a little bit. I knew some of it, but Anastasi, I believe they call it. I don't want to say it disrespectfully, so I'll look it up, correct pronunciation, just to make sure. Pueblo type of Indian, but this bowl is from probably the 20s or 30s. Now, it was a tourist piece. One little tiny flake right there, but that's not anything that's going to take away value. And then I have this little book here. I have a sticker from Kansas. And what was this from? I don't know, some coasters. Native. The people we got it from are really into native items. Then we have some, you can see those, the California Airlines. Oh yeah, here's this cool piece. There's a story about these type of spurs that were made into, I'll show you in a second. But there's some swizzle sticks, airline swizzle sticks, American Airlines, and some other airlines that I believe some of them aren't in business anymore. But I have to look up some because the names aren't on them. There's also some from the Flamingo Hotel in Las Vegas and all that. But now, let me get onto this right here. Now, I collect these spurs, cavalry spurs. Anything cavalry, I will pick up in a heartbeat. This is still dirty. It needs to be wiped off. See, they had it in a pretty, they didn't dust off, but they're moving. No big deal. That happens up here too. You see that it's made into an ashtray. Now these are from probably, they weren't U.S., but they're anywhere from the First World War or before, 1914, all the way up to maybe 1920s. But this is an older spur. This is a probably pre-World War I cavalry spur. I keep telling my kids, one day when I was learning, and they just put something on there to hold it up. One day when I was, my parents used to have an antique shop, and it was in a place called the Red Barn Flea Market. And this used to be the best flea market in the Bay Area. It's just one of the greatest places. I grew up around there. That's where I learned a lot about antiques and met a lot of interesting people that I'll remember for a long time. But I remember one day I went out with 50 cents. I bought one of these spurs for 50 cents. Walking down the aisles, kind of just walking with it, swinging around, looking at it. Someone offered me $5 for it. So I took the $5 and I went and bought two more. I don't know why they were out so much, but they were out. One of them had a big copper thing, copper work on it that was shaped like a boot heel. I don't know, but I must have gotten 30. I don't know. I sold quite a few that day. I made like $50 or $60, and back in that day, that was a lot of money. Plus, I bought enough to make to take home and heat up and take these plates off and make them back in the sets again. And I still have those. But that was just funny. That's how I kind of cut my teeth on selling. Is there was a day when you used to be able to find stuff like this, walk around with it, and sell it the same day you would get it to people who wanted it. And that was always fun. I got this one piece right here. It's missing a little piece off the top, which I've got a line on buying pretty soon. I just got to contact the people with it. That's an electric cigarette lighter. Now, usually you'll find them in the slag glass or agate glass. And when you find these novelty type, I always get it. It's got the original. I was talking with my dad about it, and that's probably from the 30s, 1930s. And it's got the original cord on it. These ones did not have the cloth cords. And I've got some more today. I'll show you guys my next video. Those, but I really enjoy that. I'm debating whether to keep it because most of this stuff is, well, all of it on the table here is for resale. And there's just some things I'm really struggling with, like This lighter, I don't know, but it's going to be a good price. I got that little copper square right there that's got a native chief in it, and I thought that's pretty cool. We have some hand-painted Navajo. I don't know what they call those. I've always known them as wedding vases, but I'm not sure. I have to know exactly what they're called. And then there's just like a little pot right there, and those are newer. Probably from the 40s, 50s. I would say 40s, depending, just based on the age of everything else. Now, they're all hand painted, and they're regular clay. I've got that's some of my other stuff I left out, but I got a knucklehead belt buckle with a nice hand-tooled leather belt that has eagles on it. That's some of my leftover stuff from the last lot I haven't packed up completely yet for the shows. And that's part of a salt and pepper shaker that I believe I have the other one in a box already. I have to pull it out. One was darker colored, one was lighter, but see, this is a salt and the other one's pepper, so I can see the color combination going from light to dark. There's another doll that's I don't know what nationality that would be, but it's still a neat little doll. And I have this hand cast Thunderbird belt buckle, which is really cool. But I'm mostly looking forward. I have to do a bunch of eBay listings because this stuff's got to move out. I mean, the only thing I might keep out of this is that, along with that ashtray, is this, if I have room for it. I have to look to see if I have room. Possibly this, if I was to get the right offer. It'd have to be a good offer. But this stuff is being saved for my larger shows that we're going to be doing, where just a lot of out-of-town people come, and you can find some of this stuff on eBay, but it's pretty expensive in its own right. But this is the fun of going to that house. Now, we went today, and they told us when we came in, everything was $1 or free. I just can't go in and take stuff from people. So we picked out probably 3 boxes and some extra stuff and full of items. And I paid them money for it because I can't do that. I feel bad because some people don't, but I feel bad because there's some valuable items in there. We did get a lot of Asian items today. I just for some reason they appealed to me, and those are all for resale as well. As soon as I get them unpacked, I gotta get this stuff packed up and ready for the shows. Except for the screwdriver. I'm keeping the screwdriver and the Fresno ice pick. I keep the local stuff, as I posted on the Historical Society for Fresno, and everybody really enjoys it, and they're happy we're preserving local history. So that's it for this stuff tonight. If you see anything, give me a shout out on the messages, or hit me up with the email, which is estatesalesenterprises@gmail.com. I'm also a seller on eBay under Bear Flag Mercantile. And of course, now I have my business page on Facebook that I'm starting to list more items in. I haven't been on there for a while just because I've been busy, but that'll be up, and some updated items on there. But don't miss out. It's doesn't cost anything to go on there and look around. Use it as a resource for finding out about items you may have. I don't mind helping people. That way you can comment. You can contact me on Messenger if you're on Facebook with Bear Flag Mercantiles. So that's it. And everybody stay safe, and keep an eye out for my next video. And we'll see you on down the road.